Good morning, welcome to Planet Mojo. Today we're going to talk about getting rid of moles. If you want to get rid of moles, do not use this. We tried this. I'm going to guess we had easily 10 of these. This is the only one left. This has been sitting there. You can see it's kind of faded. This has been sitting on the shelf for, oh geez, probably 7 years, something like that. We're gonna have to take this to the dump when they have the special day for that stuff and just get rid of it. That did not work at all. This is poison peanuts. There is also poison, they're like gummy worms. They're pretty big, and I think you only get like 5 to a pack. Those did not work either. We also tried a carbon monoxide thing where you hook it up to your exhaust and put that in a hole. That did not work. We tried this right here. Did not work at all. And then we finally tried this mole eliminator, and this works fantastic. So we got one of these, and we had a huge mole problem. It was a really bad year for moles, and we thought we were buying another one. We went on Amazon and ordered one, but that one did not have these plates here. It just had a wire ring coming around. We tried that one. It did not work, and this one was still working, still getting moles, but we were overwhelmed and needed another one. In the end, we ended up getting 4 of these, and we would have them all 4 set up at any given time. We got so many moles that year, it was crazy. It was just a bad year for moles. I think the wire ones, there's not enough to push up on. I'll show you how these work in a little bit, but the wire ones absolutely did not work. So when you're going to get this, I'll put a link in the description and in the pinned comment. Get the mole eliminator, not one that looks like it. And they generally show them from the side. So you see this, but on their version, it's actually just a fat wire. It's not a plate like this. So get the mole eliminator, not the knockoff. All right, we're gonna go see if we can find a mole tunnel, and I'll show you how to set this up. And we have one right here that has caught a mole. I'll show you how to get the mole out of the trap and get rid of it and all that other stuff towards the end. So let's take this and go see if we can find a tunnel, and I'll show you how to set it up. Okay, this is where the moles generally are in this area. This entire area is sometimes just crisscrossed with mole tunnels. You can see a mole tunnel right there, but this one is dead. Once I kill them, I step down the tunnels so it doesn't destroy the lawn, and then they kind of cave in here and there. But there is absolutely no moles here. I got one earlier this year, and that may be it. Last year was really light on the moles as well. Okay, we will go back to that original trap. Well, let's just check over here first. There's always moles along the roads and stuff in the woods, and we just let them go. Don't matter. Nope, nothing. All right, let's go back to that original set of tunnels over there. Okay, I just double checked. Right up in this area, there's usually a couple tunnels there, but nothing. All right, this is getting hard to see, but what you do, the moles are generally coming from like a wooded area, or in this case, a lot of times they'll come out of the gardens and then go into the grass. over there, they're going from one grassy area to the other and cutting under the lawn. And what they're doing is looking for grubs and stuff. It'd be nice to have them go and get all the grubs. You know, we don't need the grubs either, but you could see all this grass is going to be dead. They tunnel right at the root level, and you can step this down, which I will, but the vast majority of this grass will be dead, and there'll be all these squiggly lines all over the place. So I need to get this stepped down, and I'm going to toss some seed on it. But first, I'll show you how to set these traps. So what you want to do is, if they're coming out of, say, a garden, and then there's a trail coming out, and then trails going all over the place, you want to put it on the main trail. This actually, when I set this in, there was a single trail coming out of the garden, and then it went over here, and he came out and did all this other stuff, and then finally went back and got caught here. So what happens, or this is how you set the trap. You pick a tunnel that's going to be used a lot, and I just step down like 2 widths of my foot. Then you take your trap, you got your points right there. Hopefully I'm pointing the camera correctly. And you get the points dead center on where the tunnel was, and you just lightly push it in. Then you get on top of it like this and step it down. Now, when that mole comes back through here, they're used to their tunnels being stepped on by stuff and fixing the tunnel. So the mole will come through here, and then that plate right there, when they're pushing it up, they push it up with their head. By the time they get to that plate, they're going to be under the scissors there, and the plate will trigger the scissors will close, and they'll be dead instantly. Okay, we'll see what this mole looks like. There he is. Just barely got him. But they are an ugly beast. All right. I believe that was the only one here. Now I'm going to go step this stuff down. I'm going to reseed it, then step this stuff down. And if I see any new tunnels, I'll put one of these traps in right away. And I might be done for the summer if this is another good year. We've had some really bad years, like I said, where we've had to get 4 traps. But we generally have at least 2 traps set. So what you got to do, you have to push down on this, get it on a hard surface, push down to open the jaws, release your mole, and there he is. You can't see the teeth on this one, but they have really sharp teeth. Roll them over. That's what they look like. I'm really not a big fan of killing the moles, but if it's between the moles and having holes in the lawn that we got to step in and could cause a broken leg on our dog who's running through there, the moles are going to go, not the dog or us. Now I'm going to get rid of the mole in the compost pile. I'm going to cover it up so that the animals don't dig after it. And I'm going to, I still have it out from when I set it. I'm just going to put a drop of oil on these, and I'm going to put these away and wait and see if we get another mole. We may not get any more this year. We'll see. As is with any damage to your lawn, if you don't get good seed on it, then the weeds will grow, and we don't want that. So just going to get seed on the tops of all these old tunnels, and they get really good contact with the soil because the soil's all cracked. and then I'll go around and step it down. So when you set these traps, it could take, I think the record was like 10 minutes up. Just set the trap and caught a mole within 10 minutes. But this one was probably set for about a week before it caught something. Like I said, it was in the main tunnel, and the mole found that that tunnel was collapsed, and he went that way, and then finally decided to fix the tunnel, and that was his demise. All right. Now, step it down good, collapse the tunnels. And some years, nearly the entire lawn would be full of tunnels. I don't know what it is. It's every few years you have a massive, and I think it has to do with like an explosion of grubs that they eat. If you have skunks and you have grubs in the lawn, skunks will dig down from the top. They'll just completely destroy your lawn. And it's not as easy to get them. All right, now all this seed is stepped in really well, but you can see all of that damage that one mole did. Okay, yeah, and if they stay in the garden, they're welcome to live there. Don't really care about moles one way or the other, unless they're destroying things. Okay, all done. I think I'll sprinkle a few more seeds and we'll call it a day. All right. Okay, well, that's going to wrap up this mole elimination video. You're welcome to try all this other stuff, and they also have like non-kill things. I can't remember what it is, and I know people who have tried those and those don't work as well, but you're welcome to try them. The mole eliminator is the only thing I've found that gets rid of them. This is the only thing that has killed a mole on this property. This did nothing. Well, you could see it's all dusty. I've seen these in people's lawns driving around, and gotta feel sorry for them. So if you got a mole problem, get yourself at least 2 of these. If you got a big mole problem, get 4. And use them correctly. Make sure you get them into the main tunnel, like the tunnel coming out of woods or a garden or wherever. Make sure you step it down with like 2 foot widths, and you should be good to go. And remember, it can take a week, it may even take 2 weeks, but eventually they'll come back to that tunnel and they'll get caught in it. So if you want to see more videos like this, make sure you subscribe and click on the update icon. If you have any questions or comments, make sure you put them in the comment section below. And if you share the video and or give it a like, it helps the channel out greatly. Thanks for watching and have a great day.